This is a short PowerPoint about how to organize your essay. When you write your essay, each paragraph should make a point, that is 1 point. This applies to the body paragraphs, not so much the introduction and conclusion, which are used to kind of hold the paper together. Each paragraph should have 1 point. The easiest way to assure this is to create a single sentence that focuses the entire paragraph. Some call this a topic sentence. As you write and revise, you'll have to move ideas in paragraphs around in order to have adequate organization. It would be very difficult to write the paper the first time having complete and total excellent organization. Instead, you just need to start by getting your ideas down on paper, look at what you've said, and then go in and see what points you're making and reorganize the sentences. And then you'll have to change the sentences so that they blend together with transitions. Your paper should have at least 3 body paragraphs. It can have more, of course. Your essays must have an introduction and a conclusion. The introduction should tell us right away what the paper is going to be about. By the time the reader reads the first 2 sentences in the introduction, they should know exactly what the paper is about, so get right to the point. They must also have at least 3 body paragraphs, and they must have 1 point per paragraph. The way that you're going to organize your paper from a theoretical standpoint is you're either going to start with a framework that has points and use those points to organize. For example, in the first paper, we're writing about ethos, pathos, and logos. One way to organize the paper would be to have 3 body paragraphs, 1 on ethos, 1 on pathos, and 1 on logos. You don't have to do it that way, but that might be the easiest way to do it. You might need to have 2 paragraphs on ethos, 1 on pathos, 2 on logos, or something like that. If you don't organize your paper that way, and this applies to not just the first paper, but all papers, whatever you do, you're going to need some kind of a framework that is organizing your thoughts. You may have to figure out what that framework is. In the first paper, I provide the framework for you. In the second paper, you're going to need to make a framework on your own. If you don't do it that way, then you have to start with a text situation and pull points out of it. This would be more likely the way that you would handle it on the second paper. For example, if you were writing about a misconception, you'd have to analyze the situation and pull key points out of it. Either way, you need points that you are making in the essay. This is what the second paper will be going on to. Thanks.